I'm really impressed with how detailed the animation in the Klondike Kid is. I'm also quite impressed between some of the dialogue between Mickey and Minnie. It's so moving, where Minnie is sobbing at the very beginning. This isn't a spoiler. She's sobbing at the very beginning. She's on her own, and Mickey's asking her if she's got anybody, and she says she has nobody, and it's just absolutely heartbreaking. This was released in 1932, directed by Wilfred Jackson, and we have our usual fabulous voice cast with Walt Disney as Mickey Mouse and Marcellite Garner as Minnie. And in this, Mickey is in the Klondike. I have absolutely no knowledge about the Klondike. I have Googled it. I'm since familiar with the general location, but I had no knowledge of anything about it. So credit to the cartoon for giving me that little bit of knowledge. I feel like my geography's just got a little bit better. The setting itself is important insofar as there is a lot of snow, and Mickey is there and he rescues Minnie and he feeds her hot soup and she's getting warm out of the cold. But then Pete comes along, and Pete is always a snarly character, and he comes along and is threatening to basically kidnap Minnie effectively. He sees her for his taking, he fancies her as his bit of stuff, if you like, and Mickey decides to do everything he can to rescue Minnie from this horrible brute. And of course, the weather is treacherous, it's snowing, it's cold, they have a lot of obstacles to overcome. Will Minnie and Mickey and Pluto be able to escape Pete? I'm not going to say what happens, but I will say that I found it to be really, really delightful. It's actually quite dark, with this Pete being quite a menacing sleazeball. A lot of the early Minnie Mouse shorts, or Mickey Mouse shorts that included Minnie as a character, do feature Pete, and Pete is usually greedy and grabbing and grabby, and you can just sense his sweaty fists trying to grab hold of Minnie's fragile arms, and it's definitely something that you get in here. And Mickey is coming straight to her rescue, and it's one of the most sweet encounters between the pair as well, because there are other shorts from roughly around this time. Did I mention that this was released in 1932? I think I did. If not, 1932. Some that maybe came maybe just slightly before this. Minnie was usually treated as an object, even by Mickey. Not as much as Pete would treat her like that, but sometimes Mickey had some questionable movements. But with this one, I thought it was admirable, honourable, really beautifully animated. The narrative develops really well. The dialogue between Mickey and Minnie I thought was splendid. The sound effects are brilliant. The voice acting's obviously very good, delivering those beautiful lines very elegantly. I really thoroughly enjoyed it, and there are not many classic Minnie and Mickey cartoons that I genuinely loved. There are ones that I really appreciate because of what they are in Disney history, or because they'll have occasional moments of comedy or crafty animation. But this one, I genuinely loved it, and it's probably one of my favourite black and white Mickey Mouse shorts. I don't usually separate the black and white cartoons with the colour cartoons with regards to how I favour them, because I love Disney have some amazing black and white cartoons. So if I were to name my top 10 Disney cartoons, it would probably be a mix of the two. But when it comes to Mickey Mouse, I just feel like some of the earlier ones were quite questionable in their motives. But actually, the Klondike Kid is really sweet, very effective. If you're a Disney fan or a Mickey fan or a Minnie Mouse fan, or for some reason a Pete fan, the Klondike Kid is one that's definitely worth watching.